Assalamu alaikum. My name is Saudhulla, and today I'm going to be presenting a presentation on social media and its effect on teens. Social media has become a major part of teenagers' life. Most teens these days are so hung up on social media that they end up spending majority of their days on it. They feel the need to update or post everything they do on their stories or timelines. Even I find myself starting the day and ending it on some social media platform. In this research survey, I hope to understand the time spent by teenagers on social media and the effects of social media on teenagers. My research questions were: how much time does teenagers spend on social media daily? And what are the detrimental effects of social media on teenagers? And if social media affects the confidence level of teenagers? A survey questionnaire via Google Form was sent to 42 teenagers who were randomly selected through different social media platforms. Responses were recorded and analyzed to derive answers to my research questions that I mentioned before. Here are some results from my research survey. The participants were asked, how long do you spend on social media daily? And majority, or or may I say 62% of participants say that they spend 6 and plus hours on social media daily. Has social media impacted your mental health? Well, this had a very close competition in the results. 28% of teenagers say that they have been impacted by social media, but 36% say they are not sure or they are not affected at all by social media. Do you feel confident or well liked based on the number of likes you got on something that you post? 51% of students say that they are affected by this, and 49% say that they are not. When you see pictures posted of a person who has a body type that you desire, do you put yourself down or think negatively about your body? In this, 42% replied with yes and 58% replied with no. Majority of teens spend a long time on social media platforms. This was proven by my first research question. In some cases, teens do not feel confident because of the content on social media platforms, such as the perfect Instagram body. They feel the need to adapt themselves to that, or if they don't have that perfect Instagram body, they tend to feel uncomfortable and unconfident in their own body. Social media has both negative and positive impacts on teens, both physically and mentally. The comments they get may affect them mentally, and the posts on social media can affect them physically too. It could lead to positive or negative mentality of teens. It all depends on the way that it is used. Some of my participants also agree on this. Participants said, social media doesn't only impact negatively. People refuse to look at the positive impact it has and focuses on all negative things. By this they mean that social media does affect people positively too, but because of the negative impacts, it is often ignored. Another participant replied, personally think that social media can help someone's self-esteem to an extent, but if power of it is overused, it can tend to harm them or others around them's well-being and safety. Social media tends to be one main way to mental illness, and although it may be a coping mechanism, it's overlooked for its negative impacts. Now, people suffering from mental illnesses such as depression, they go to social media as a way of coping with it. So that's why social media does have a positive impact on teenagers too. It all just depends on the way that they use it. Thank you.